A lot of factors that always go into it, but it seems like over the last 4 or 5 games, your receivers as a whole, it seems like you've been taking some steps forward, getting more consistent play, getting more big plays out of the group. Is that just natural evolution for those guys of the offense as a whole? What do you kind of put that to?
Like you said, just trying to get better each and every day, each and every game. They have a really good relationship with Christian, and I think that's showing on the field. And the guys are just trying to take ownership and just doing their job each and every play, and they're doing it.
Konate obviously had a rough moment in the game with the fumble. How did he take that moment, and how have you seen him deal with that since?
Yeah, that was a tough one, man. He ran a great route. Christian threw a beautiful ball. O-line gave him time. And big play down the field. And the DB made a fabulous play on the ball. And it's a learning experience for Konate. When he came to the sideline, I said, bro, now I'm going to get to see, do you have bounce back ability? And he said, Coach, I'm good. I tried to score. I should have just covered the ball up and took the profit. And we learned from it. That's it. But he pushed forward in that game, and I love where he was mentally throughout.
As the passing game coordinator, I just crunched some numbers. 76% of your offense's penalties this year are pre-snap. So when you're committing those fouls before the ball's even snapped, it's making your job harder to kind of dial things up. How much more difficult does it get when all of these errors are coming before the ball snap and you're turning a 3rd and 5 into a 3rd and 10?
Absolutely. You hit it right on the head, man. You can't shoot yourself in the foot, and that's something we need to work on offensively. Unfortunately, it's been a reoccurring theme, so we're trying to focus on that in practice this week, and hopefully on Saturday we'll put out a better performance because I feel like we're playing ourselves before we play the other team. So we got to clean those things up for sure.
What do you guys do as a coaching staff to challenge your players? Because obviously this wasn't just a problem this week. You guys have had this problem all year. How do you guys change the tone? What do you guys say in a meeting room to fix that?
Coach Narduzzi does a great job of showing the staff the penalty report, also showing the players the penalty report. So there's ownership there, and nobody's trying to screw up, And by the guys seeing it and showing that in front of the entire team, it's like, damn, I got to fix this. So it's just about just locking in and having good focus. That's really what it comes down to. And as coaches, we got to hold them accountable.
When you look at the false starts, I think you guys have 26, which is a third of your penalties this year, and they're not just on the offensive line. It's been wideouts, it's been running backs. What can be done to address? Is the snap count too difficult? Is it just a change with the O-line and quarterback?
I would say it starts with a lack of focus. So we just got to focus up when we're out there, number one. Number two, with the O-line situation, we've had a number of guys playing, older guys, younger guys, so I could say that may be a part of it. But at the end of the day, we all have a job to do, and we just have to do it. Whether we have to be simple with our snap count, maybe that may be a thing we need to look into, but whatever the issue is, we got to fix it. Like at the end of the day, we have to fix it. So that's what we're trying to focus on this week. And had a practice today, few bloopers there, so we still got things to fix. By Saturday, hopefully, we'll come out clean when we do get that penalty report.
Tiquan, you mentioned focus.
Yes.
Can you tell these guys about the focus of the last 3 games here and building forward?
Man, we've played some really good teams, and I thought our guys just continue to fight. That's the biggest thing that I look for. We can't let circumstance dictate our behavior. So our record can't dictate how we play. I thought our guys really just fought, man. We just played the number 4 team in the country, and for a half there, it was a really, really good football game, even middle of the 3rd quarter. And I'm proud of those guys. I mean, there's no moral victories by any means. Like we get judged on wins and losses. So I'm not saying it's a moral victory, but the guys in that locker room, I love the fact that each and every day, whether it's practice or a game, they're going to give us everything they have. And as coaches, we got to put them in position to be successful.
Are there enough snaps left in the season for those 3 other freshmen of yours to play the rest of the season?
So we've had discussions about it, especially with us being out of bowl contention with the last 3 games. Definitely want to see what we have there. So we're going to talk about it as a staff and see how the game goes as well. But I would love to get those guys in there just to get their feet wet, get them going, give them a little motivation going into next year. But we'll see what we decide to do as a staff.
What's been your evaluation of Christian in the last game and also so far this season?
Honestly, man, to be thrown in the fire the way he was, and we played a gauntlet of teams. Like you guys, what was it, 3 ranked teams the last 4 games. And personally, I feel like it hasn't been perfect. It hasn't been bad. I mean, every day is a learning experience, and he's continuing to learn. And I feel like he'll be better for it. Experience is the best teacher, and he's getting experience right now. And it's been great to work with him. I will say that it's been great to work with him. My guys, they have a tight relationship with him, so I feel like for my guys, it's been really good. It's been really good. Now we need to pitch and catch better. That's one thing I will say, and it starts with us just creating separation, getting open, so that the quarterback can deliver us the ball. So I'll continue to be on my receivers about, hey, we got to get open and do our job.
I'm curious, when you were a player, what kind of accountability did you respond to best? You know, if it was things like we're talking about false starts, focus, that kind of thing. What did you respond to? Was it coaches getting in your face, yelling, making you run, just trying to put film in front of the other players? I mean, what did you respond to?
Me personally, I would say, number one, I was raised by my aunt and uncle to always take ownership. If I screw up, raise my hand, hey, that's on me, and just try not to let it happen again. And then you're going to have different coaches throughout your career. Some guys are, hey, you're going to run for a mistake. Some guys are going to get on you and scream for a mistake. It's different coaching styles. No one way is right. No one way is wrong. I just try to just be real with my guys. Hey, penalties and turnovers, that's how you lose games, man, especially the turnover battle. And for us to have 2 turnovers in a receiver room, that can't happen. It's hard to win when you turn the ball over, especially when it's coming from the wideouts. So that really sucked on Saturday, and that's something we're going to fix going into this game versus Syracuse.
How have you seen Bub's demeanor throughout this season? You know, he's a guy that this was expected to be a bigger year for him, and he's had great moments. I mean, the touchdown he had against Florida State was very impressive. He's had more and more scores. But how have you seen him take on like the hard parts of this year, but also be a leader? Yeah,
it's been a little bit of a roller coaster, and I'm proud of him because his mindset has stayed consistent. Through the ups, through the downs, he's been the same person in the building and the same person on the field at practice. And I told him, man, no matter, you can't get too high, you can't get too low. Because in football and in life, it's going to be adversity. And I feel like he's responded to it. And he's on the upward trajectory right now, playing really good football. So we're just going to finish strong with these last 3.
Have you seen more from him that could show, like, have you seen the parts of his game that could show that, hey, he can make it the next level? And has he kind of asked you about what those steps that he needs to take?
So we've all seen glimpses of it. He can run. Made a great contested catch, like you said, versus Florida State. So it's been flashes. Now it's just about consistency. The guys in the NFL, man, are the most consistent. It's not the most talented. It's the most consistent. And I try to preach that to the guys. And he's working on that. And I think that'll help him finish this year strong and onward into the next level.
Final question?
Yes.
You mentioned the fumbles on Saturday. How did you see, what was Konate's demeanor after that play?
Yeah, it was actually good. Like I said earlier, ran a great route, made a huge play. The kid from Florida State, man, made a fantastic play. It's unfortunate, but I love the way that Konate bounced back from that. Even directly on the sideline, I said, what happened? He said, Coach, I tried to score. I should have took the profit and just covered the ball up. And he knew right away, and the way he was mentally the rest of the game, I was super proud of him because it showed that he had bounce back ability, because some guys can go into the tank and never recover from a play like that.
I wanted, as a Jersey guy,
Yep.
coach a game in Yankee Stadium. What's that going to be like?
Man, first of all, tickets, oh my gosh. I got to get a lot of tickets, that's for sure. But it's awesome, man. I grew up a Yankee fan, so to be playing in Yankee Stadium, man, it's a great opportunity. A lot of friends, a lot of family going to be at the game, so I'm really looking forward to it. And a lot of history in that stadium. A lot of great players have come through there. So I told the guys, man, this is special. So don't treat this like just a regular football game. Like, this is different.
You gonna walk out there like Jeter? Like, just what Jeter was.
The captain, right? Yeah, that's the man. Derek Jeter's the man for sure. Like, I grew up Tino Martinez, Bernie Williams, Derek Jeter, Paul O'Neill, like all that crew, and they were rolling, man. And then I played for the Patriots, so I'm rooting for the Red Sox. It was tough up there. It was a little limbo. I get a lot of stuff now because I have a winter hat, the one with the sides, and it's a Red Sox hat. It has a B on it. So my friends and family, they get on me because I'm a Yankee guy, but I got a soft spot for that New England area up there for sure.
Better leave that hat at home. Huh?
No doubt. I'm not bringing that on Saturday. No way.